Hello guys, what's up? Today is actually my very first video on the channel. I will be talking about MSI 2026. The patch just dropped. I will give a few comments on it. I will also give some early predictions about the MSI, my thoughts and feelings. I'm very hyped about MSI. It has been very long since I have been hyped for any sort of esport event. I'm very hyped for MSI. I think it's gonna be a banger. But yeah, we'll just yap today as much as possible. First of all, a patch. I haven't really read it. I went through it. I think generally speaking, I think patch is fine. Yeah, let's go from nerfs. I think that's what we care about the most. Senna, she got nerfed. I think that's fine. Brand got nerfed. I think that's fine as well. I will look at this through both lenses. Obviously, this is a MSI patch, so there will be nerfs that are targeting pro play, but I will also give a few inputs regarding the solo queue meta right now. I would say that okay, Bard getting nerfed is a great pick. I think Bard is very much OP. He's both OP in solo queue and pro play. I don't like the fact that more AP carries are not nerfed. I think Brand, Senna, okay, good, perfect. But yeah, I think AP carries should not be viable bot lane, or I mean on AD carry. I think on AD carry you should only be allowed ever to play champions that deal damage by right clicking, right? Every time that mages are viable bot, it is very unhealthy for the game. I don't think it should be a thing. I don't want to see Mel's bot. I don't want to see, well, Senna is not a mage, but you get the point. I don't want to see Ziggs. I don't want to see these champions that just clear the wave, don't interact. It's bullshit. I want to see Vaynes. I want to see Twitches. I want to see them glide. So yes, I want more. I was hoping that more mages would get gutted. But yeah, okay. Let's actually go through the patch notes, see what's up. I think. Let's see, Aphelios, okay, his different weapons got buffed, more damage. Yeah, I mean, I think this is, I think these buffs are actually, yeah, I think these buffs are good. I think Aphelios, well, he didn't really have a place in pro play. He was viable only those last 2 drafts in a Fearless series, but other than that he's not really a prio pick. He's not really viable. I'm not sure how much this will do. I don't know. I don't really care about Aphelios, to be honest. Draven buff. Okay, this is a Hansama buff, also Gumayushi buff, but Hansama buff, maybe for the first time ever he doesn't just hover it but actually picks it, It's a good buff. I mean, not really. It's a good buff, not really. I mean, what did he get? He got a shorter E cooldown, and then his multi-hit on ulti is just a little bit more damage, which is, I don't think, really significant, but yeah, I think I just want to see Hans Mama on Draven, Kai'Sa, W cooldown decreased. Okay, so early levels by 2 seconds. Okay, that's actually, I think, a significant buff. No, early levels dropped cooldown by 2 seconds. I think that's huge, actually. And our base shield, what the fuck? That's a huge buff. They doubled it almost. Well, no, they pretty much doubled it. That's a crazy buff, actually, low-key. I think that's a crazy buff. 100%. I mean, you can just dive in and your survivability is greater. I think that's crazy. Then LeBlanc buff. What the hell? Does LeBlanc really need a buff? I feel like she's already pretty strong. Okay, so what happened? RQ and RE. So what's this? Mark. I mean, yeah, those buffs are buffs, but I don't really see the point of of buffing LeBlanc. Honestly, I think LeBlanc is pretty fine in the current meta. I think she's decent. Olaf buff. Okay, I think... Yeah, I think Olaf is a fun champ. I mean, you saw Doran pop off on Olaf. And it has been picked actually a few times. I think it's a fun champ. Buffing it though... Yeah, I think this could put obviously more prio on Olaf. Or Olaf is a good pick. No, obviously not like a prio pick, but like, you know, in those later stages of the series. It's a very nice pick. Then Poppy, I don't like this buff. I don't think Poppy should be getting buffed. I think she's pretty strong. I don't like the buff at all. Kiana. Okay, why are we buffing Kiana jungle? I don't know. But whatever, I guess. Vex buff, don't care. Zahen buff. Okay, W cooldown decreased early levels by 2 seconds. Yeah, I think that's... Well, gives him more better trades, I guess, I think. Well, not I think, yeah, it gives him better trades, but how significant is it gonna be? I'm not sure. Then I said already, I think Bard and Brand nerfs are crazy good. I think Cassiel's also a good nerf. Okay, never mind, I just read it. She got health nerf. Yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna do anything really. Let's see, Bard, Pip damage decreased, fine. Brand, okay, he actually got a... Yeah, he got a nice little nerf there. I'm happy about that. Casantem nerf, yeah, lower shield, I think that makes sense. Rek'Sai nerfs, okay, whatever. Okay, who's gonna pick Rek'Sai? Nobody. Zeus maybe. Zeus Rek'Sai. Or like Zeus, whatever, however you say it. Rumble nerf, yeah, I think it makes sense. He's strong. Senna nerf, it's perfect. Sion nerf, yeah, I think also it's good. I think overall they did a decent job. Again, I think lack of mages nerfed. I mean, I don't think it should be a nerf. They should like put they should just make it impossible to pick mages bot lane ever. I think I said it already. It's very unhealthy for the game, I believe. Very toxic. Nobody likes to see it. Unfun to watch. Unfun to play against. Unfun to play them. It should not be a thing ever. Also, I don't like the fact that they haven't really done anything about top lane. I mean, obviously top lane in pro play is doing just fine, but top lane in solo queue, from what I have heard, I'm not really playing the game at the moment, but from what I have seen, it's very cooked. It's very much cooked in solo queue. So I'm not sure how I feel about the fact they haven't really done anything about that. And then what did they buff? They buffed Mandate. Yeah, I think that's a fine buff. I think this item it has been a hard item to balance because it was, you know, at some point only really viable on Nami, and then Nami was too OP, so they nerfed it. Now they're buffing it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what these buffs are gonna do, what they can do, but yeah, I think item needs some changes definitely. I think that's fine. And then Doran's helm got nerfed. Yeah, I think that's fine. It has also been a very OP item. I think also that it should be bannable to buy it on AD carries. Like, I don't want my AD carries to buy Doran's helm and like sustain, scale. It's boring bullshit. Buy Doran's blade and just fist fight. That's what AD carry is about. Fuck this sustain bullshit. But yeah, I think overall a nice little patch. Nothing crazy. I think it's fine. I think in terms of pro play, it doesn't really do much, but it shouldn't really do much. I think pro play is just fine. I mean, the meta and pro play is just fine. I think it's fun enough. I think it's cool. There's nothing really toxic about it at the moment. So yeah, I think it's a fun little tuning. And yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts and feelings about the patch. Now let's go to the... Oh man, I can't wait for this fucking event. It's crazy how hyped I am for it. yeah, I will just give a few thoughts and feelings about this. I will say some early predictions. I'm not the most informed at the moment, especially about some teams from like Lion, Team Secret Wales. I know nothing about these teams. Furia also, but I mean realistically they should not really you know perform well. But yeah, I mean this is not the most informed prediction that I'm gonna give. It's just sort of some early predictions, just playing with it a little bit. So yeah, there are two stages obviously, plains and then bracket stage. It is a double elimination bracket, meaning that you have to lose twice before you're eliminated, which I think is by far the most superior way of organizing the matches. I think this shit should be applied like in every single tournament. It's a very fun bracket, I think personally. And yeah, then in plains we have KC. What's this? This is like deep cross gaming, yeah, whatever. T1 and Team Liquid. I think the way this goes is pretty simple. I think KC wins here. I think T1 wins here. I think T1 wins against KC. I think KC then wins here, and the qualification match is again KC against T1. Yes, something that I want to highlight. This is something that Kader already said, but I think it is something that I'm very excited for. Is the fact that KC has a chance to essentially play two best-of-5 series against T1, which is a huge thing. Even one series against T1 for teams that are playing outside of LCK is a crazy opportunity, because you get to play against the players that have been doing it for years. They're like so crazy good, and I think these are type of series that can influence our region, European region, a lot. I think there's a lot they can take away from the series. Obviously, there's no chance they win. They're gonna get 6-0 probably, like realistically, but they can learn a lot. Like two best-of-5 series against T1 plus all the scrims you're gonna have. I think this is a very good opportunity for KC. They are going into it, zero pressure. Nobody thinks they're gonna do well. I mean, do well. Well, they're gonna be second, essentially, but yeah, they're not gonna be T1. There's no pressure for them. I think if they go in with right mentality, this can be huge for them, and also huge for the region, right? Because the better they get, the better the region gets, essentially. And you saw it in the last like LSC finals. KC and G2 were kind of close, Now, yes, I think G2 wasn't in the best form in that final, but I think KC is a very serious organization. I think their management is very serious, and yeah, I think this is a crazy good opportunity for them. I think they just have to get in the right state of mind and just be ready to learn as much as possible. I think that's it, and I think T1 goes into bracket stage, where they are essentially, well, favorites to win it as well, in my eyes. Okay, so for plains, that's it. Obviously, bracket stage is not, the bracket is not up yet. They will do a draw after the plains, so I can't really play around too much with it. I'll just give my few thoughts and feelings about the teams and who I think are the favorites, dark horses, and those type of things. I think for me there's not really an obvious favorite going into this tournament. I think Hamalife is, if you just look their recent domestic split, they are, I think, the number one favorites. I think very, very good split for them. Their players are in a crazy good form. I think Zeus is crazy. Zeka is frying. Obviously, they have Gumayusi. He's a goat of AD carry, right? Also, Kanavi. I think Kanavi is top 1, top 2 jungles. Like, for me personally, I think he's the best jungle. Well, not the best jungle. Not the best jungle, but I think he's there. I would say Tian is the best jungle. I would say then Kanavi and Honor and Skewmond. I would say those are my junglers, but I think Kanavi is crazy good. He's kind of a flip fighter, because it seems that it is hard for him to find the perfect engage and when to fight. He kind of just sends it, but he's crazy good as well. Delight also, he got buffed. I mean, there's the substitute guy, the what his name, bluffing. He's shitting his pants, the light. He's playing crazy good as well. I think everybody in this team is in a very good form, and I think for me, I would personally like for them to win as well. I want Zeka to win. I like Zeka. He's so cool. But yes, I think if you look from a domestic perspective, I think they are they are number one favorites. Second place, I would give to T1. I would give to T1. I would say they are second most likely to win it, and then I would say BLG third. For T1, I don't think there's much for me to say. I think everybody's familiar with the players and the organization. Sorry, they're very professional and good, and they just know the game. So yeah, I mean it's T1. Billy, they are on the golden road. They are looking to complete the golden road. I don't know how to feel about this team. I mean, it's LPL, right? LPL is just like throwing the dices and like seeing where it lands. You can't really predict how they're gonna do, because they're just so chaotic, and you can't really account for chaos. I think it's definitely the highest skill ceiling in the tournament. I think they have the most potential, and I think they can be the best, but for some reason they just can't set their foot in the ground and just find their play style and play the game in one way. No, it's just chaos with them, you know. So because they're unstable, I will put them in third. However, they have been a Knight. Bin is the best top laner in the world. Knight, he has been frying lately. He is always in the gold advantage. He's always having a lead. He's crazy good. I think he's probably like top 4 mids, top 3 mids. I think their weak point is definitely Shun. I don't like this guy. I think he's not playing that good. Also, maybe Viper. I'm not sure. From what I've read online, the opinion on Viper is pretty divided. I watched his match history recently. He rarely pops off. I mean, against WE, he wasn't really that present. He had that one MF game where he had a lot of kills, but he wasn't really the main carry. And yeah, I don't know. I think Viper is such a strong name. You know, when you think about Viper and the AD carry, you're like, oh, he's the GOAT, right? But yeah, I think his form is questionable. On is crazy good. I'm glazing this guy fully. Like, I love this guy. He's a crazy good support. So yeah, that's my top 3. On the 4th spot, I would put G2 or TES. I think it's a joint 4th place, and I would say definitely I think G2 and sorry, what did I just do? Okay, I think G2 and TES are dark horses of the tournament. Obviously, TES historically they are always underperforming in internationals, and it's not really to be expected for them to do well this time either, right? But I think they can. Tian, this guy is crazy good. I said it earlier. I think this guy is the best jungler at the moment. He's crazy good. Cream, I don't know how to feel about him. Like, on paper, he should be blasting. He should go toe to toe with these best mid laners, but he's just not there. A lot of the times he's invisible. So I'm not sure, but yeah, I think TES is a dark horse this tournament. Nobody's really talking about him. Everybody's like, oh yeah, they're shit internationally. They're not gonna do shit, right? And I think because that's the way they are perceived as, I think that's exactly what makes them dangerous, and potentially they could upset. I don't think they will, but you know, you should keep an eye out for them. And then G2, obviously they had a pretty nice start of the year internationally. At the first stand, they killed Korea essentially. Then they lost to BLG twice, right? But yes, I think G2 is good. I think G2 is improving. I don't really expect a crazy good placement for them. I don't know. I like, they are definitely, I think, in the best form. This is the best version of G2. But still, I mean, I don't know. I think there is the gap between, you know, the LEC and like LCK and LPL is still there. I think yeah, I don't think they're gonna do like something crazy good. What I'm hoping is, I hope they get to play against TES and blast them. That's what I hope. And then I hope they get to play against whoever else, somebody from LCK. I mean, I definitely see them beating TES. I think they are above TES. But again, I put them in the same bracket because TES is so coin flip. It's hard to say, I don't know. I hate LPL, man. But yeah, I mean, I think those are my early predictions. I think Hamalife for me is a favorite to win. I would say the dark horses are TES and G2, and the second and third most likely to win for me are T1 and BLG in that order. And yeah, I mean, Leon, Team Secret Wales, Furia, I'm not sure what to say. Furia, I haven't watched, to be honest, so I can't really say much, but I just went through them briefly. I don't expect anything from them. Team Secret Wales, also, like we already saw them internationally, I would say they are the weakest team in this tournament. I don't really see them doing anything to anybody. I think they're just sort of there and they're happy they're there, and that's it. And then Leon, I mean, I don't know. I think Leon is not that good, honestly. I don't know. I just think they're not good. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. Those are my early predictions. Also, I'm gonna predict. What did I say? I said Hamalife is gonna win, and I'm gonna say that Zeka is gonna win the MVP of the tournament. I really want this guy to pop off and win MSI. I love Zeka. Yeah, those are my early predictions. I will be dropping official predictions when the bracket drops. Also, I will be more informed by then, so I guess my predictions will be better. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace.